Bearded one here. Just catching up. Again, was on a couple of weeks ago with Corinne. Started getting on with the Bearded Babble again. And then life, as always, takes over. My son's health has been really kind of bouncing around. So that's been kind of stalling things. And then I got shingles. I don't know how far along I'm into the shingles, but I can tell you this, they are not fun. I knew that something was wrong a couple of weeks ago. I felt something in my skin under my arm. Didn't know exactly what was going on. And then once I actually started to see some spots on my chest and on my back and under my arm and stuff like that, that's when I really realized that I have shingles. And once you Google shingles, because I've heard about shingles all my life, had absolutely no idea what shingles was. When you Google it, it's very interesting. It's an odd virus, I guess. Had no idea what to expect. It hurts a lot. It itches. It's a different type of itch. It's a painful itch. I'm getting through it. Like I said, I think I'm over the worst part. I think I'm dealing with the scabbing now and everything like that, and getting over it. But man, it is painful. It is not fun. And again, when I Googled it, when I thought that I had it, one of the things that it said about shingles was a feeling of impending doom. And I was like, that's an odd thing. And then I think about 2 days later, I started to realize that, yes, that is a side effect of shingles. So quite odd. But yeah, I was telling my wife the other day, I was laying in bed and there was a point with the shingles when you can almost feel the blisters pop. And when the blisters pop, the easiest way to describe it is someone takes a very hot nail. A nail heats it up under some intense heat and then puts it on your skin for about 5 seconds. Pretty bad. After about 5 to 7 seconds, think of Thor coming along with his hammer and then hammering that nail into your chest. So it's like an initial ha, and then it's a oh my god, and then that lasts for a little while. So yeah, shingles a whole lot of fun. An odd thing, you get them. Again, not going out of the house for the past 3 years. It was an odd thing, but when I looked it up, you get them from stress. They're basically, we all have shingles in our body, and it's brought on by stress. Always trying to keep the stress down here, but sometimes, like I said, with everything, with my son's health, with just a lot of things going on in our lives, I guess the stress really got to me. Kicked my butt with the shingles, knocked me down. I'm still hurting, like I said. Hoping to be over it soon. But again, this is one of those things where we started up a year ago. I was doing the Bearded Babble. We were doing the Stranger Danger. Things were going really good. We were having a lot of fun, getting some good momentum. And then again, life took over. Things went downhill for a lot of different things. And I stopped. Not saying it was the wrong thing to do, not saying it was the right thing to do, but I needed to do. And that's what I did. I stopped for a year. Again, here we were trying to get back into the swing of things again. Corinne, I see you there. Colin, I see you there. Jeff Spencer, I see you there. Everybody. Oh yes, yeah. This is I'm wearing this for Colin today because we're going to discuss some alien stuff. And like I said, Corinne and I were starting to get things going again, and I was getting excited. And then the shingles and my son's health and everything just knocks you down. What's up, my brother Mike? And it was just one of those things where you realize you got to just keep going. Like I said, right now, I would much rather be laying down, not feeling too good with the shingles. But I got to get back into it. I can wait another week or so till this is over. And again, nothing's planned for today. I'm catching up with Colin. Colin is probably one of the biggest supporters. I don't want to call him a fan because a fan almost seems like it's someone that you're distanced from. And Colin is someone that since we started doing this has always been there. He's always sent me messages. He's always been supportive. And again, before I bring him on, I just want to say thank you to him because he has always thanked me for giving him encouragement and inspiring him and getting him going. And recently, we've been chatting about things that are going in his life that I didn't know about, and I'm excited to talk about that with him. Again, this is just about energy. That's all that I ever wanted this to be. I always wanted this just to be about Bearded Babble, just good vibes only. That's all that it was supposed to be, and that's all that we want it to be. And like I said, I'm not feeling good, but I know coming on here, I'm sure I'm going to feel a lot better, and hopefully we can, make somebody else feel better. So again, we're back on here. We're just going to do what we do. Let me find Colin. We're going to bring you in. And again, Colin is just a friend of the show who has been, again, he has thanked me for inspiring him, but I want to bring him on here today, and I want to thank him because he's been an inspiration, and he's been someone that's pushed me. And again, like I said, it doesn't matter if I reach 2 people, 2 million people. As long as you're touching, as long as you're inspiring one person, that's really all that matters, and that's really all that I want to do. And that's you know, that's what this is all about. 1 second, let's hit that there. All right, let's see if we can get Colin in here, and we will just discuss whatever. We'll discuss aliens. We'll discuss what's going on in the world. You know, that's all it is. Everything's been crazy. Yeah, it is a very dope shirt. This is, I forget where this is. I'll remember and I'll tag him in the thing when I post it up later. Okay, Colin is having difficulty joining. I forget, it's from New York, I believe. It's from New York is where I got the shirt from. Really good stuff. All right, let's see here. I think Colin's having an issue. Let's try again. I don't know if we're having, I don't think my Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi should be doing good. Let's see here. I don't know. Again, this is what happens with this. You have technical difficulties, and we'll figure out what to do. We'll see if we. There he is. He's in.
Sorry,
Yes.
I had to turn on the permissions, I guess.
What is going on, sir?
Hello.
How
nice
are
to
you?
see you. Good. How are you? I'm so nervous. This is my first time on internet video talking. This is really fancy and cool. Good to see you, man.
This is just me, you, and some aliens. Remember, that's all it is. We're here. We're just talking. And again, it's great to see you. And I'm glad that I get to thank you personally. Again, I talked
you're so
a little
nice.
bit before I put you on. Colin, listen, you've been a supporter of mine for a long time. And again, I don't like to call it a fan because that fan almost seems like someone you're disconnected with. You're family. You're a family.
Oh, nice.
I don't know what to call it, but again, you have been supportive. You've sent me messages. You've sent me cute things. You know, when we're going through stuff with our family, you'll just send me a funny dog video or something like that. And again, it's appreciated.
Thank you, of course.
Well, again,
I have great taste in TV. You're awesome. I've been a fan for a long time. I can't remember how or when I saw you, but like everybody else, I've been sitting in my apartment for 3 years. And growing up, I just always was a huge couch potato. All I would watch was like comedy, sitcoms, stuff like that. And yeah, I guess the pandemic, just Instagram, I fell in love with it. I love, even though I'm old, skateboarding. And it's just like, there's so much great skating on there, comedians, art, and seeing you, it just, yeah, I was born in New York. You remind me of my dad. He was an old East Coast cop guy. And yeah, I think you're awesome, man. I think you're totally going to rock and roll. You're going to be super famous, David Letterman. Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
I can say listen. No. We're not talking about me now. I am, and again, the main reason why I'm on here is you broke me some big news the other day. You told me about, what did you sign up for coming up this Monday?
Comedy open mic. Yeah. I'm even more nervous for that. But yeah, it'll be my first time. I don't think I've spoken to a group of people since high school speech class. Yeah, I'm going to try it. I'm very excited. Yeah.
That's all that, the fact that you're just going to try it, the fact that you're just going to get up there, that's the most important thing. And I guarantee you, once you get up there, you're going to have a feeling. It's an addiction. You can ask anybody who's done anything in comedy or anything like that.
That's right here. Yeah. I'll be interested to see. I never had that performance bug. I never super wanted to. I don't know how it'll go. Yeah, I'll try it. The worst I could do is fail miserably. So I'll wear a helmet. Yeah. So, but some of the people I liked growing up were a little weirder. And so, yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. It's weird is what makes the world go round. We need weird. We need different. If everything was cookie cutter, how fun would it be? It wouldn't be fun.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's nobody out there talking. I'll be the paranormal guy. There's no one out there talking about UFOs or Bigfoot. So
yes,
I'll corner that niche market. I'll be huge, I'm sure. But yeah, no, it'll be something fun to try. I was always more, and my real passion is development, script stuff. Which I also started doing again last week. And it's already, I got some nibbles, some bites. Yeah, I'm really good at that. That's what I love. And that's, their random names were like Irving Thalberg or Brandon Tartikoff. He was like an old head of NBC. Those guys were my heroes growing up. And also, yeah, the world could use, I think, more weird content. A lot of the stuff out there is not great, and could use some good scripts, I think. So yeah.
Yeah, it's like we spend a lot of time too. Like at night, my wife and I, we watch a lot of like Everybody Loves Raymond. It's great writing. But recently, we've gotten back into, and I'm going to say this: if you haven't watched it or you don't watch it, it's on. You can find it on old TV stations all over the world, I'm sure. Barney Miller. Barney Miller.
Yeah, Barney Miller's great.
I think the other day, I think it was close to, I don't know if it was 47 years or something like that, the anniversary of the first episode. My wife and I watched that, and it's almost 50 years old. And again, the things that they touched on in that show are still so relevant today. They were so ahead. They were touching on things that at that time, like, I was like, wow, how were they touching on that back then? And it's so relevant today. They dealt with it with laughter. They dealt with it again. So, some of the one-liners in there. Again, if it came out today, the cancel culture would destroy that show, of course. But it was filmed when it was filmed, and again, just the whole way that they handled some very. I didn't realize. I watched it growing up, and I loved the show. But watching it now as an adult, you realize the situations and what they really touched on with amazing humor, and that's what we need more of. We do have. Unfortunately, a lot of the same difficult things that we dealt with 50 years ago, we're still dealing with today. And there is a lot of comedy out there trying to deal with that. And then you have the cancel culture not happy with that. We have to speak on it. We have to joke about it. We have to have open conversations. I don't want to get into that. I mean, that's a big thing right now with who's having a
No,
conversation.
you're right. Comedy used to be a great tool for social commentary, and some of it still is. But yeah, I think there's so much going on in the world, and it's a great time. Yeah, and it's exciting. I think kind of one of the reasons I left script stuff is film like 10 years ago became like music. I think in the 80s it was just big and bloated. It was all derivative, all kind of the same. It was just big, terrible action movies. There's only 3 studios making stuff, and now it's much different. There's the internet and streaming companies, and there's so much content. There's so many different points of view. I think it's exciting again and cool. Yeah. Hopefully the COVID thing will be winding down in the spring. Hopefully life will get back to normal. I'm sure we all want that. So
Yeah, it's been rough. Like you said, here we are. We're going on the 3rd year. 3 years ago was going to be, the end of 2019. I was hyped up. I was ramped up. I was getting ready to go. I had all my stuff ready come January of 2020. I was out hitting open mics. That was going to be my year. And then everything shut down. Here we are. I'm still waiting for things they kind of are. Things are looking good. Thank goodness. Hopefully we are going to get there soon.
yeah, who knows? I mean, I don't want to jinx the world, but I think in the spring, I think stuff will start slowly getting back to normal. And I think COVID will be seasonal. It'll be terrible. And every winter, everyone will hunker down like a germ storm and wait for it to pass. Hopefully it'll get less virulent every year. And yeah, I think the spring and summer could be really cool, in the fall. And yeah, I think it sounds like people are getting their budgets renewed, and there's going to be a lot of stuff getting produced. And there already is. Amazon, I think, said today they spent $15 billion over the last couple of years. That's a lot of money. In the early 2000s, that was all of Hollywood's annual revenue. Now that's just one streamer's budget. Yeah, I think we're in a good position. It's a good time to make stuff.
Now let me ask you, because it's a wonderful time right now, because like you said, Hollywood is no longer Hollywood. Hollywood is right here. Hollywood is everywhere now. Everyone has Hollywood in the palm of their hand, basically. So
exactly,
it's a wonderful thing, but is that going to become too much? And again, too, like just like we were talking about the whole Barney Miller thing, the creativity. There are some amazing creators out there. I've had like Michael Anthony Snowden out here. I'm the biggest fan of his. His writing, everything that the man does is absolutely incredible.
yeah.
But why are we not seeing that? Why are we seeing so many TV shows that come on that are remakes or reboots, or they don't last? It just doesn't. Are writers afraid to really maybe, go as far as they used to be able to go?
I don't think that, yeah, I think those are more corporate decisions, the remakes and reboots, and I think those will change. For a long time, the business model is they were trying to get up to scale for like a Netflix or Amazon streaming was quantity, not quality. They were just trying to get subscribers, and their biggest concern and still is subscriber growth and just constant growth. And now Disney it became public. I think they released it publicly last week. Was an internal memo from their CEO saying, hey, for Disney Plus, sort of going forward, story is number one. We're not going to go after this crazy subscriber growth is no longer. It's got to be quality versus quantity. And that's, I think you're now going to see the market start to shift. These companies are so large. There's only so many people on the planet that don't have Netflix or that don't have Disney Plus. Warner's, Universal has one now. And so now with the competition, it has to be who has, the best stuff, There's only so many streaming services the average person can afford every month. And so it's got to be good. HBO used to have that niche when cable was out. There was a million cable channels. Everything was not really great, and HBO kind of came forward and said, hey, and they kept that going for a long time. That's, I think, where we'll be back at. Yeah, I have a big ego. I'm snobby. I like to think I can find good material. I'll make stuff good again. Yeah, it's hard to watch some of the stuff. A lot of it is terrible. It's like bad student film. That was always my talent, is just me reading a lot of scripts. If you read 1,000 scripts, one will be good, and then I just give it to somebody else. I'm not really doing anything. And I think, hopefully now a lot of those streaming companies will start to, I think, implement more infrastructure for development. I don't think there's a lot of stuff there now to make scripts great,
What can we say?
Sorry, I'm babbling.
No. What
This is the most I've talked in 3 years.
Name of the show is called Bearded Babble. That's what we do here.
Yeah, exactly.
So, what are you interested in? What do you think that you're going to be working on next? Now that and again, that was another thing that when you told me that you signed up for the stand-up, again, huge smile on my face. Gives me energy, gets me going. And then too, I had no idea about the script.
Yeah, I'm working it for you. So yeah, it's I thought you would get a kick out of it. And yeah, I kept hearing people say it would be an adrenaline rush. I do love adrenaline. I drive a moped. Yeah, it's scary even talking about it or thinking about it. It feels like, skydiving or bungee jumping. I think it's one of those things I have to try. And as much as I love comedy and scripts and comedy writing, it's something that I have to have done. I have to have checked that box. I'm not going to be the next Eddie Murphy. I have no plans to try, but yeah, what else am I doing? I'm just sitting here with my cat, and it always looks like they have so much fun. Growing up, I would watch so much of, it was called MTV half-hour comedy hour. It's like Mario Joyner. I just watched that stuff constantly as a kid, or at HBO had Just for Laughs. And I was an only child in the middle of nowhere, Oregon. All I did was watch TV. That was for the moment I woke up, for the moment I went to bed. I just watched as much TV as I could, and all of it was comedy. So yeah, I can't believe it took this long to try. I'm 100 years old. I've never tried it. So
listen, it's never too late. I'm a firm believer in speak it into existence. You have to speak it into existence. Again, I didn't really understand or believe in that until a couple of years ago. And when you start speaking, when you start believing, and you start putting that energy out there into the universe, it can and it will happen. But you have to do it. And again,
yeah, I think so.
I'm on here today. Like I said, I would have rather been laying down right now, not feeling too good. I'm on here today because you gave me the energy. You gave, like I said, when you sent me that email the other day about getting up for your first stand-up, with the writing, with everything, again, it gives me energy, and it reminds me of when you used to send me messages saying that I used to give you energy. So this is just a full circle, is all this is. This is
the circle of life.
You're giving me energy. We're giving other people energy. That's really all it is.
You have a great energy, man. I think you will be the world's greatest talk show host. Like, you just have such a natural magnetism, gravitas. I think, I think you're going to be huge, man. I think it's just the beginning. I think, again, hopefully the spring will be a thaw for everything, and you can, get back to where you're at, and the shingles will go away. It sounds terrible and lame. Yeah.
It's going. It's definitely going.
You need to move to LA. You need sunshine. Look at behind me. It looks like I'm in heaven. It's crazy. It's so great.
I don't even.
And it's cheap. Nobody lives here anymore.
I had to turn the light on here today because if not, it's a rainy, dreary day. And I think over the next couple of hours, like we're in the 30s right now, I think by 4 or 5 o'clock, we're going to be like in the 20s, and then this is going to turn to ice. And
That's like outer space. Yeah, that's terrible. Move to Los Angeles. You know, it's, yeah, you only live once. And it's cheap here. I pay $1,000. That's what I paid in Portland. And I'm less than a mile from the ocean. And no one's at the beach anymore because pandemic. It's great.
Alpha just said he had a dream that I was on Hot Ones. Hot Ones is a funny show. That's definitely a fun one. Again, a great concept. Another, let's get some people on and let's make them eat hot sauce. Let's get hotter and hotter and hotter as we go, and let's see how they deal with it. Again,
I had a roommate obsessed with that show. Yeah, that's a great show. Hot wings are great. I always go to a Manhattan Beach Pizzeria. There's a little place here by the pier, and they have the greatest hot wings of all time. That's awesome. Yeah, we'll get you out here. That'll be the goal. We'll get you a beach house, get you a show on CBS.
Yeah,
and then I can commission it and retire. It'll be awesome.
The thing is, your show's got to be on before mine, though. Okay, we're getting shows together. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Or you're gonna be sitting on the couch. You'll be my.
I'd be a sidekick. I could be Ed McMahon. I'd be or band leader. I could be the drum guy. I would play drums. That'd be awesome.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. What you play music too, right?
Yeah, I play terrible music. I grew up. I started playing drums when I was like 11, 12 years old. Did you play drums too?
I had a double bass Pearl.
That's awesome. Yeah, we're soul buddies, man. That's right.
Double bass.
Drums are the greatest thing of all time.
And I think I had it till I had it from maybe about 16 till about 17 and a half-ish maybe. And then I was just too into cars and I needed car parts and I sold it. So.
Oh yeah, if I didn't live in a tiny apartment, I would have a drum set. As soon as the pandemic ends, I'm gonna get just a cheap kit and join as many terrible bands as I can. Play drums and everything. I play guitar. It's great. Yeah, I love it. It's yeah, music's awesome. Yeah.
I played guitar, and then when I was a kid, I got my finger caught in a bike chain, and I have no feeling in the end of this finger. So it's completely like mangled and twisted. So I gave up playing guitar. Years later, I actually picked up and I have it downstairs, and once in a while I have a jazz bass. Once in a while,
nice.
Jazz bass. I need to do that more. That's relaxing for me. That's therapeutic for me. I need to get back.
When you move here, we can start a band.
We'll
be like the Wiggles for old people. We'll be awesome.
Let me tell you, we walk around this house, we still sing Wiggle songs. We still sing Wiggle songs in this house.
That's awesome.
Oh, man.
Awesome. No, thank you for this. I feel like, I feel so brave and proud of myself that I did this. So very, you can't really see them, hopefully, because I have terrible teeth as well. That's why I love wearing face masks during this time. It's like veneers for poor people. It's great.
Listen, this is absolutely awesome. And again, this is what I just want to remind you. What we're doing right here is what you're going to do Monday when you get up for that open mic. You're just going to have a conversation. That's all you're going to do. There's nothing to be nervous about. It doesn't matter, again, if there's one person watching.
I feel bad for those people. I feel bad for them. Yeah, it's not going to be good. Hopefully no one will show up. I'm just hoping it's super diving. Yeah. Hopefully I'll just be some poor bartender who desperately wants to leave.
Rondo just said something in here. Use everything for comedy, and that's the truth. And you are, I can tell again, a wonderful energy. You're yourself. You and me are just here. We're just two people. You're yourself. You're not trying to put anything on. You're just. That's what you need for comedy. You get up there. You tell your story. You be yourself, and there's no way you're going to fail. And again, just the fact that you're getting up on that stage, you immediately cannot fail because you step foot on that stage. I don't care if you step foot on that stage. Panic and walk off. You step foot on that stage, that's the first start. That's it. You can figure it out again each time. And it's like I said, I'm gonna feel that energy. I'm gonna know when you're on that stage. And like I know you had joked about calling me, you can. I don't care. You can call me, but I'm gonna know when you're on that stage. And that smile that you have on your face right now, that's the smile that I'm gonna have for you when you're on that stage. I'm just picture rooting for you at that very moment.
Thank you. No, you're very kind. It's yeah, I'm excited. It'll be interesting to see. I think more what I think about a lot of it, or I'm confused about, is the way people, everyone I would see on stage talks differently. Like some people talk in their natural voice. Some people are very stand-up-y, or comedic or whatever. And I think I'm just awkward and normal. Conversation talk. So I'll be interested to see what my stage thing is of yeah, I'm a white middle-aged guy. There's
Listen, you
not enough
did
people
it.
like me on stage.
What you're doing right here is your shtick. Be you. Be you.
Yeah, totally.
You're entertaining. You're engaging. You have a wonderful
Nervous.
energy. Don't try to get up there and be somebody else. Listen, we all
Yeah, I
have.
don't feel like a jokey person, I guess. That's my, yeah, I've never like had a passion of telling jokes. Improv too is something I want to try. I think that's something where it's like,
That's
what was
something.
that show? Whose
That's
line is it?
something that as soon as I get out, either I want to find an improv group or I'm going to start an improv group around here
You
because
could start a band and an improv group, improv band.
yeah, that one exact.
You got to come to LA, man. You got to get out of here. Yes. I'm gonna get you out. Nothing's going on in New York. Yeah.
Yeah, it's this whole area is just I want to get out of here. I mean, we're trying to figure out some.
Come to Venice. It's abandoned and cheap. It's awesome. I just do Uber Eats and go around, and all I deliver is to locals. The streets are empty. It's like the movie Vanilla Sky, where he would just walk around. Everything's ghost towny. It's great.
Yeah. Oh man, good stuff, man. Again, Colin, I cannot thank you enough for this. Again, thank you.
Thank you.
No, I know you always after these things you always send me like a
I'm
message.
just staring at myself.
No. Don't send it because I'm going to send it to you this time. Thank you for this. Okay. Again, I truly appreciate this.
You're awesome, man. You're gonna kick Shingles' butt. This is gonna be your year. Move to LA. We'll start our band. It's gonna be awesome. Beards.
I can't wait, man. I can't wait for it. Again, thank you. This is fun. We're going to do it again soon. I'll be back with another Bearded Babble soon, and we'll figure things out again. It's all just about just the good vibes, just having fun, just doing what we're doing right here.
We're a performance duo now.
What's that?
We're a performance duo now. We got a shtick.
We have
Put this on my resume.
We're going to keep it going.
That's awesome, man. Have a rad day. I'm gonna hang up and watch you now.
Again, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Love you, Bearded. Bye.
Love you too, man. And again, that's what this is all about. Again, just energy. Trust me, I'm in some pain from my shingles. I'm feeling it, but this is what I needed. This is a medication. This is a help for me. And again, it was that was a fun one for me because Colin has always been one of those people who's just been a support thing for me. So to actually bring him on and to thank him because the support of people means so much. And the fact that you know that you've, like I said, you touch one person, you help one person in some way, then, like I said, this is a babble. 7 people watching, it's fine. 7 people or 7 million people. If it's touching somebody, if it's helping somebody through their day, that's all that I want to do. I see the hearts from my wife there, and I thank you. Mike Zigman, good friend. Listen, I know you've been through a lot. I love you, love your family. We're definitely going to all get together soon. As we were talking on there, I'm hoping that this crap in the air is winding down. We get to get back out again. We were supposed to get, Mike, we were supposed to have your birthday. Order something because they do them one at a time, just so you know it takes a while. But again, truly amazing stuff. Again, good to be back on here. You just got to just do things. I'm going to definitely be back on here soon. I'm not waiting too long. Again, if I can get some people on here, if I just come on here and just babble with whoever wants to babble, we're just going to just do, the sound. Okay. Peace. Yeah, if the sound is out, I'm just going to cut it. Or is it just you? I don't know. But we're going to have you back on soon too, Corinne. We got to catch up with everything. I got to get going though. And that's it. Again, always fun here on the Bearded Babble. Peace, love, laughter. Keep the laughter going. Keep the positivity going. Keep you going. All right? Keep you going. Thank you again, everybody. Later.